Oh, hey, everybody. Look who's back. It's your boys that are back. What's going on, everybody? Oh, double playing in my head, Andrew. Hang on a second. What's up, man? Sports Heads is back. How you doing, man?
Good.
Good. Well, that's cool, man. Sunday night surprise. How have you been, my friend?
Good.
Good. We were just sitting backstage. Go ahead.
What about the horrible game, you guys?
Oh, guys, you're really quick to rub that in and talk about it, aren't you? Yeah. So we're doing Sports Heads on a Sunday night. We're back from the dead. That's right. I told Andrew I could do it maybe tonight after I go to the Ravens game today, and it was looking pretty good there for a while, Andrew. And then my team went to sleep and ended up losing to the Las Vegas Raiders on a last-minute field goal, buddy. Yeah, but I guess we'll still show up and talk about sports. Yeah.
We might have to talk about it going to another place because I don't want your channel to get demonetized. So
That's right. What Andrew's talking about is that we're probably going to share a couple things that maybe are some major league content or something like that, and maybe we'll have to go think about doing the show on Rumble sometime. So keep that in mind moving forward. We might do it on this time, like 7:00 East on Sunday nights, and we might have to do it on Rumble. That way we won't have copyright issues, and then me and Andrew won't have issues getting strikes or anything like that. But for now, we're here to have fun. Sports Heads, special Sunday night. Bone Loads and all the boys got the link. We'll see what they're up to. It's been a hard time putting this together. I've been very busy doing my show Monday through Friday. Yeah. It's good to let's see who's in the chat, Andrew.
Sorry, I kind of sucked it on putting stories last week.
Yeah, we tried to put it together last week, but we didn't get much stories in the hopper. But we got some stories in the hopper this week, buddy. So we can just hang out and talk about these stories that we've been wanting to talk about for a while. But let's go into chat.
Yep, chat family check in. Let's go.
He knows the name of it. Buckshot Kids checking in. Look at that. Buckshot. Oh boy. What's up, Buckshot? Sports Heads. Red Finger number 1. Just a guess checking in our bro. What's up, man? Number 2. No, you number 1. Justa, how you doing, man? Chilino says, Sports Heads back from the dead. That's where I got that from, Andrew. I thought that was funny. How you doing, Chilino? What's up, buddy? Happy Sunday night. Dream Man saying, hell yeah, bones up, and 666 to Dream Man, my buddy. How you doing? Look, it's my sister Kathy checking in. Andrew.
Yeah.
So, for those who don't really know me, haven't seen me before, I'm Andrew's friend BF. We used to do Sports Heads for a long time, and then I kind of put it on a little hiatus, but we're back tonight with a little surprise episode of Sports Heads, and we're on Andrew's channel, we're on my channel, we're going to hang out tonight. My sister Kathy says, yeah, about time. Ooh, there you go, Kathy. How you doing? What's up with the Jet on Andrew's channel checking in? What's up, man? How you doing? Look, Psych checking in and saying nice. Look, this is my friend Psych, Andrew. He's very creative and does really cool face swaps, and I play him on my show. But look at this. He's saying Ravens suck. Ha ha ha. What's with that bullshit, Andrew? You two guys are a little too happy about that. Let's see. Buckshot Kid says, hello, BF and Andrew, and Stream Elements must have the day off. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm running on my same software, so I don't know. Yeah, it must have took the day off or something like that. But yeah, so it's good to see everybody here in the chat on my channel, Andrew's channel.
Or I have another idea.
What's that, buddy?
We could try to do it with just articles.
Just articles? Yeah, no actual video or something like that. We'll see. We'll have to talk about it. I think the Rumble idea is pretty good. Stormy checks in and says, go football. Go professional stickballers. How you doing? What's up, Stormy? How you doing? It's been a minute since I talked to you. So Stormy's checking in tonight. So here we are doing some Sports Heads, Andrew. And this is kind of how me and you started. We were doing another podcast, and we would always talk about sports so much that we never had enough time to talk about it. And so me and you started a show. Go ahead.
I want to say this.
Say it.
One guy in particular used to shit on my segments.
Yeah.
We decided to do our own thing.
to do our own thing. That's what we did, and we started Sports Heads. And boy, we like so everybody knows Andrew now from Andrew the Giant channel or Andrew No Filter. But before that, we did was Sports Heads for the longest time before No Filter was a thing and all. So now we're back doing this. This is how we started, just me and you. And a lot of times, Andrew, we would just turn the camera on and we would just literally talk about, I would bring up a sport and I put the camera on Andrew and he would just go. So, yeah.
Yes.
So we were talking about the NFL today. We were talking about Christian McCaffrey, right? What about him, man? What about all these injuries and players? What's going on?
Where is Bones?
I don't know. I don't see Bone Loads backstage, but he got the link, man. And I would understand if Bone Loads couldn't make it, buddy, because we've been so kind of on again, off again about starting this up. But let's see if he shows up.
No, he was stoked about it.
Well, look, asking you shall receive. I see him popping in backstage. I'll give him a minute to get his earbuds in, Andrew. But yes, he's here. So the crew is back together. Who knew that this would go down on a Sunday night? So, yeah, we'll wait for him to talk about how funny it was, I guess, or not, that the Ravens lost and football and all that stuff. See if he checked out the UFC, because the UFC event went down at the Sphere last night in Vegas. So we'll talk about all that. Let's bring him in now. He's the bro from the start. We've been doing it with him, our West Coast correspondent and brother, Bone Loads. Hey.
Good to see you, dudes.
What's up, man? Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
How you been?
Good. Doing good. Yeah. Nice to get the crew back together to talk some sports, man.
Yes, it is. It's a good time, man. So I tried to go to the Ravens game and have a good time, but not so much. It got spoiled at the end there, Bone Loads. The Raiders, man, they play real with Antonio Pierce as their coach, man,
Yeah. Andrew and I were watching the end of that game. We're like, oh, wow. I couldn't believe it. How I didn't think they would have a chance.
Yeah. I know, is it just home team bias, but they did seem to get it like every call go their way.
Damn, headphones aren't working. We'll figure that out. But yeah.
Now you're sounding good, man. I'm not getting any feedback, but so as long as you can hear us, it's working good.
Right on. Yeah, we'll just do it this way then.
Yeah, it's sounding great. You sound real good. Yeah, so I don't know. The Ravens just kind of let it get away from them today. Yeah. But we were just starting to talk about how Christian McCaffrey, it was kind of last minute that nobody knew last week that he wasn't going to start. A lot of the fantasy guys I'm talking about.
Yeah, and Jordan Mason filling in nicely, but that's got to hurt for the people that drafted CMC first round in their league. Yeah.
I was
out for a while.
Got it, Andrew.
Did you just see just now that Ja'Marr Chase was heated on the sideline just now?
Yeah. So Andrew and I were watching the currently going on Kansas City versus Cincinnati game, and Ja'Marr Chase was like kind of getting aggressive with the refs, and Joe Burrow had to like really step in and be the leader and kind of get between Ja'Marr Chase.
Like literally threw him, grabbed him by the scruff of the neck almost, and like threw him.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. Like, I've never seen a quarterback manhandle his receiver like that. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, Bone Loads, for a young quarterback like that. Sometimes things just go on around them, but Joe Burrow was like, smart enough to be a leader and like, no, man, you can't like do this stuff and all. But yeah, so Christian McCaffrey's probably out. What are they going to put him on the 4 weeks?
Yeah, at least 4 weeks.
More like 5 to 7, more like.
Yeah, and what do they say? It's an Achilles strain or something.
Tendonitis
in his Achilles. Cool.
Yep.
Buckshot shouting out Bone Loads. He says bones up to Bone Loads. Matt says, let's go Sports Heads Nation. What's up, you guys? What's up? Sorry for your loss, BF. Raiders Nation. Oh, man. Double FU, man. That's right. You're a Raiders guy all the way. Oh, my goodness. I was there for it, buddy. How you doing, Matt? Hey, guys. Glad to see you're back, baby. Thanks, Bobby. I know Bobby was cool enough to buy like Sports Head swag like early on. He was an early fan of Sports Heads. Thank you, Bobby. What's up, buddy? Good to be back here with all the boys. Look, that Stream Elements bot's running, doing its thing like it always does. Showing you Psych Labs. What's up? What's up, Chuckles? Chuckles checking in on Andrew's channel saying, what up, y'all? What's up, Chuckles? Let's see. Jerry Lahane's checking in. He knows he's a bro from way back. Jerry Lahane, Hey Sports Crazies. Yep. So yeah, we were talking about the whole McCaffrey thing, and then yeah, we were literally watching football like right before the game and all. He said you guys were watching football earlier, Boneloads.
Yeah, we were watching the games together. This early round.
Yeah.
The 1:00 Eastern. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know if you were awake or not. I was like, a light bulb hit me. I was like, dude, how about we watch the game together, man?
Yeah. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
If you're not busy on Sundays, we might. I would want to do that every Sunday. Just chill with y'all.
Just hang out and have a watch party for football, huh?
Yeah. If you're not busy or working.
Yeah. There you go. So everything's going good with the job and everything, Bones and all that stuff?
Yeah,
good, man.
That's going good. Yeah.
I thought you were saying so as much. That's cool, man. Yeah, so this whole football season, look, we're whole 2 weeks into it right now. Before you know it, we're going to be well into fall, Boneloads. But it all started over with that game in Brazil. What was the Eagles and the Packers that played over in Brazil? What did you?
That field was awful.
Andrew, it was, and so let's talk about all of this. So let's show some of the people the field. I know that this is last week and all, but we ain't been around for a minute. So let's talk about everything we've been wanting to talk about on Sports Heads tonight. Let's do that. All right, so look, here's some video of the field in Brazil. This is before the game.
Ooh.
So it's like sandy, very divotty. And so, Andrew, there's something really bad ended up happening as I think a result, you think of these field conditions?
I totally blame the field for Jordan Love's injury.
Jordan Love, the starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, well, he's out for the year. He broke all his PCLs, right?
No.
Jordan what?
Thank God he didn't. It was a strain.
They're just strains, yeah.
But if you look at the video, it looked like his knee popped.
Let me see if I can find. I don't know if I have that video of when they actually. Let me see. McCaffrey.
Didn't it blow out?
It looked a little awkward, yeah. And someone made a point about sometimes trying to extend the play too much and sometimes just taking the sack. Because that one he was trying to, instead of getting sacked, he was trying to
oh, here you go,
throw it back to the receiver to keep the play alive. So the same thing happened with Herbert today. He was trying to extend the play and throw a little pass when he was already down. And sometimes maybe you should just take the sack. They're saying, because now this is twice where star quarterbacks that potentially will have avoided serious injury, but they could have been worse.
So here's the picture, Andrew. They don't have no video of it, but here's the picture from the tweet from the Ian Rappaport. The Packers quarterback Jordan Love went down with a lower leg injury late in his team's loss to the Eagles in Brazil. Had tests on his knee today that revealed an MCL sprain. Source said no ACL damage. But the early reports, I guess, that I got, Andrew, or I was hearing that they thought his knee was totally destroyed, didn't they?
They thought his knee was gone.
Right. And so
Did you?
That was the report that I heard. I heard that I heard all the MCL, the PCL, all the lateral ligaments that you hear about.
ACL.
Right. Right. Did you? Oh, Kenny carried alive.
I know Barlow did because he was typing in our chat. Well done for the year.
I was just joking around when I said that, but
I thought as much too.
Serious, yeah.
So Andrew, but they do have somebody playing. How long is he going to be out?
Malik Willis. I was impressed with him today.
So Malik Willis is the backup quarterback. How long is he going to be playing for Love, Andrew?
Well, Love is eyeing, I think, week 5 for return.
Really? That's not bad. Shout out to the 13 people jumping in. Sports Heads is back, y'all. Let's watch this a little bit. It's got a little music. I'm gonna keep the volume down. Now this is your boy. This is going to be the backup while love heals. This is Willis. And what happened today with Willis? What did he do,
You
Andrew?
might want to mute the music altogether.
Okay, I'll mute it all together. Let's just watch him play a little bit.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, Andrew.
I listen to the track. It's not good.
So this is the kid that's taking his place right now, right?
Yep.
Who did they play today, buddy?
They played the Colts with Richardson.
Ooh, yes, with C.J. Richardson. Yeah.
I'm willing to bet they saw packages like this, and they were like, "Let's go get them."
That was a nice little sidearm right there.
That's cool.
Yeah, had a heck of a ball game. Definitely capable to fill in like he showed today.
That kid impressed me.
He did. Yeah.
Ooh.
So these are obviously all when he was playing for the Titans. So I guess he somehow ended up with the Packers, and now he's the starting quarterback for the Packers due to that injury.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny how opportunity presents itself sometimes, you know.
Yeah, many a star have been discovered that way by way of injury, right?
Yeah.
Like
yep. Yeah.
Drew Bledsoe to Tom Brady, for example, stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah, great point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whether he's the guy in Green Bay, he may, next year for filling in these next couple of games, someone will give him a nice contract and offer him a chance to be a starter.
If I were Green Bay, though, I wouldn't want to let him go as backup. They could probably use him for wildcat plays or something.
Well, so it's going to be interesting because, like you said, if it's going to be week 5, Andrew, he's going to have a couple weeks to prove himself, and then the coach is going to have to make the decision whether if he has momentum, if he's going to stick with this guy Willis or not, Andrew. So we'll have to see that by week 5 in the weeks to come if that happens. But yeah, so. That I think that field was terrible, Andrew. And I think, Bono's also, I heard that now they're going to come up with some kind of a committee, and it's going to be comprised of like players and professionals and all, and they're going to kind of grade all of these surfaces because you know how people are saying a lot of the players want natural grass again. So they're really going to try to like come up with actual measures of what is a good or a bad kind of field and rate all of these fields based on this criteria. Yep.
Yeah, especially if you're playing like out of the country where it's not like a common NFL used venue. Yeah.
Or I have an idea. Bring like real bring like field.
Yep.
Like from Arizona.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking at Bono. It's because like when NASCAR sets up a track, like when they come out to the Coliseum, right? They come out and they oversee the building of a track to their specifications. Now, I'm sure the NFL has some people involved, but like you said, I think with this criteria, and Andrew's right, they need to have like the NFL people go there and build the fields there.
Yeah, there wasn't enough like oversight or like
that's what it looks like.
Checking beforehand. They probably showed up and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's do this." They're like, crap, we didn't even think about this.
I was like appalled. Oh,
yeah, it looked like the divots in a golf course.
Buckshot Kid says hello to Stream Elements. Stormy lets you know that, Andrew, she will edit your stream on your channel afterwards if needed. So don't worry about these little copyright or no impact things. Hola, everyone, from my friend Gimme Bezos, a longtime friend of the Sports Heads family. What's up, Gimme Bezos? Buckshot Kid says, blame Roger Goodell for allowing that game to be played on that field. Yep.
He's the boss. True that.
And it was about, they all wanted this, they all wanted the moniker of saying, or, the pride of saying, hey, we put on a game in Brazil, They wanted that shine so much so. Did they really care about the players in the long run? Got the band back together for an encore? Yes, Gimme Bezos. Hanging out on a Sunday night. Ayo, Dream Man, how you do? Bones up, man.
Dream Man.
Yeah. So, Andrew, we'll have to see. I mean, it looks like at least you got a good quarterback in the meantime, buddy.
I like this kid.
Yeah.
Andrew's really high on him.
The way he moves around, he reminds me of, I hate to pull this
Uh
out there. Lamar Jackson.
oh. Well, he is the standard. Everything's getting won by, but you
But
know,
I saw a lot of that in him.
did you? Okay, we'll have to see it.
Especially that little sidearm. That was very Jackson-like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that is the new style. You know, all these young kids are going to grow up seeing people like Mahomes and Jackson play, and that's what they're going to be doing, emulating on the playground, right? So a lot of these kids are going to be coming to the league. We're probably going to be seeing a lot more of that in the future, I bet. Yep. And so yes.
You know what I would do if I was Matt LaFleur?
LaFleur, what would you do? The coach of the Packers.
When Jordan Love is healthy, I would use him as like a second running back or in wildcat formation.
That could be an interesting thing, Andrew. If you a two quarterback situation, you make them think, right, Bone Loads? I like that idea.
Yeah, definitely. Certain packages, certain scenarios. Absolutely. I love that idea.
Like, I would not just let Malik just sit on the bench, you're back, just back up, sitting back there. With that athletic ability, no, man.
You either play him or trade him when it comes down to trade deadline or something like that. So, you know, it could be a situation like that, Andrew, where if you got two guys that are real good and they got a lot invested in Jordan Love. So we'll have to see how it all plays out, buddy. But yeah, weirder things have happened, right? You know, like Garoppolo, they thought Garoppolo was the guy for a minute, and he, you know, we all know how that ended up. But
and the Titans were stupid enough to go with Will Levis, which he stunk it up today.
Did he stink it up today? He was showing some gritty play last year, though, but I haven't seen him. I mean, it's only been 2 games this year, so I haven't seen too much out of Levis this year, but I remember him playing gritty last year, Andrew. But so we talked about how Brady ended up kind of taking the place after Drew Bledsoe, and then, you know, now we know from Tom Brady, right? Did you hear about, so he's a broadcaster now, right, Andrew?
Tom Brady, his debut, the other day, he impressed me.
He did or he did not?
He did.
He did impress you.
He predicted a lot of things before it happened.
Yeah. Well, Tom Brady is involved in an interesting situation, as I guess he tends to be. This involves him, you know, the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, oddly enough, that Ravens lost to today, Mark Davis, has been wanting him to be a minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Did you know that, Bone Loads?
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, this is where it gets kind of sticky because Andrew, he's got to deal with Fox for what? You remember the numbers. You're the numbers guy, Andrew. Tell everybody them numbers.
10 years, 300 mil.
300, I think it's $350 million. That's what Tom Brady has right now. He's already signed the contract. He just started. Andrew said he was impressed a little bit. But here's the problem, Andrew. It says Tom Brady is not allowed key access to typical for NFL broadcasters in his role as a Fox analyst as he awaits approval to become part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. This is according to a league source. The restriction begins immediately as the transaction is pending and going through review. So because Mark Davis wants him to be part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, he's considered owner, and he's subject to the tampering rules, guys. So he can't be like in practices, or so you understand he's in like 2 different lanes here. So now they tell him he can't go to certain like pre-game production meetings and meet with the head coaches and things like that before the pre-game stuff and all, because he might be a owner. So what do you think about that, Andrew? Do you think he should like be allowed to do what he wants to do, or do you think he should take like the TV deal and tell kind of Mark Davis like, sorry for your luck, buddy?
Take the TV deal.
Yeah. Well, what do you think that they're? And it's kind of interesting with the whole conflict of interest, right? Because he might be an owner.
What do you think, Bones?
Yeah, what do you think, Bones?
Yeah, no, I'm like, because the opportunity to be a owner of a team, no matter how big the percentage is, you know, kind of a once in a lifetime thing there. So that
good point.
It seems really tempting, but probably if you're going to be an analyst, you have to just be an analyst, because you need that inside access. You need to talk to those guys. You need to be in the locker room. You need to like in
Mhm.
order to do your job effectively, you kind of need to know the backstory and need to have access to these guys. So
I agree.
without that, yeah, you're going to kind of be like
I would,
not out of touch maybe, or not really up to
Yeah.
date or on the
And certainly
scenarios,
not as in
yeah.
tune to the team as everybody else, even on your own staff might be.
Yeah. So
would-
if
here's
I
what
would
I
definitely
would
be an
do.
analyst for sure, and say sorry, owner, if you're going to be an analyst. But if you don't care about being an analyst, then own the team. But yeah, I would say he has to say sorry to Al Davis and be an
Yeah,
analyst.
so for the time being, right now they're kind of making these temporary rules up because this is kind of a unique situation. And another thing I read in this article about guys is that the league is not happy with him as well because Davis is so anxious to have Tom Brady be part of his ownership group. He's offering him like a 10% ownership group at a discounted rate, basically. So
Wow.
he's essentially devaluing shares of an NFL franchise to try to get Tom Brady involved. So I understand the owners aren't happy about that either. So you can see where it's kind of a sticky situation. So Tom Brady, I think he's got to decide if he wants to be a broadcaster, if he wants to be an owner. Yep. All
What are you
right.
going to say, Andrew? It sounded like you had a point you're going to make.
He is already. I think he's gonna be like, not take it because you said it's still pending, right?
Yeah, it's still under review. Yeah, this whole ownership thing. So because it's actually under review and he could potentially be an owner, they're saying, hey, because this might go through, you shouldn't go to any of these like practices or private coaching meetings or any of these production meetings, getting this kind of inside information about other teams when in fact you're an owner. So that is the sticky wicket, the bit of the sticky wicket, as
Yeah,
the
it's
Green
tough.
Man says.
Yeah, tough situation.
He needs to pull the plug on that.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I mean, but Bonos, you made a great point, man. Like, how often is he going to get the opportunity like this to be part of an ownership group, own part of a team, and he's supposed to be getting offered this deal, buddy. So it's going to be interesting to see if they make him choose, or if they're going to make him just keep playing by these rules, and he ends up doing both. But I'd hate to think he's going to walk away from that $350 million contract.
Or like Ronnie said, a sicky situation.
You got a sicky situation. Oh wow, yeah, what the spider thing? Oh my goodness, all the Halloween stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
She gets a spider web. You get her to reach in your pumpkin. Great callback, Bonos. Unflattering Rat checks in and says, "What's up? What's up, Unflattering Rat?" Checking in from Andrew's channel. We are the sports heads. We're just some podcast buddies that like sports. And so we're sitting around here talking about sports with you, man. Happy Sunday night, man. Buckshot Kid says, I wonder if Tom is using the same, some of that Fox money to buy a part of the Raiders. There you go. There's another kind of, right? I mean, you could look at it that way, I guess. Interesting. What's this? Peace out. Marshalek checks in and says, dig this, fellas. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like that, man. We're just hanging out with you on a Sunday night, talking about our sports stuff. Yeah, so we'll have to see what goes on with that whole Tom Brady thing. But I thought Tony Romo ended up being a good broadcaster, more than I thought, Andrew. How comparable to him is Tom Brady, do you think? Are they similar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you said, calling the plays and stuff like that, knowing the packages and the lineups and shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Good shit, man.
We have breaking news.
Uh-oh, we do. What's the breaking news, buddy?
Bucker just won it for KC.
Oh, I think let's see
game.
who put that in there. Is it 26-25? Was that the final score?
That was a dogfight.
Bobby put in 26-25. And you got to give us the update, Andrew. Let's see.
It was a walk-off field goal. Bucker.
Two Joints checks in.
Hey, what up?
With his 1 month member chat. Thank you, buddy. He says, BF Bobby brother, great to be part of some positive, real funny shows. Shout out to Chris and Shawnee as well. rolling a huge missile.
Good day.
And good day. Yeah. Good day to you, Two Joints. Phone's up to you, my brother. Happy Sunday, man. PJ Jakemore checks in and says hi from the Andrew the Giant channel. How you doing, PJ? Happy Sunday night.
PJ, how are you, buddy?
We just talking some sports here on Andrew's channel, on my channel, on BF Live. We got our boy Boneloads here. Andrew the Giant, brother, howdy from Two Joints.
Hey,
Bones way up the Boneloads.
Our
We know what
guy,
that's up.
yeah.
We know what's up with that.
hey,
Yeah, we love Two Joints.
do I
Thanks.
know him already?
Two Joints? Two Joints is East Chat family. He's always hanging out on BF Live. We always hang out in Perry Caravella live chats. Yeah, so that's PCL right there. How's everyone doing? Says our friend Psych from Psych Labs. What's up, man? Doing all right, Psych. I'm hanging in there. Good thing I love podcasts a lot more than I love football later. I'd be a little more upset, brother. How you doing?
Yeah, that was tough, dude. Yeah.
Hey,
Andrew and I were like, oh.
they didn't play the whole game. You're there feeling good most of all day and all that stuff, and you kind of leave like deflated like that. Has Andrew played with his balls today? And Bobby Nix checking in
Hey, now.
with his 2-month member
Hey,
chat.
Bobby.
How you doing,
What's
Bobby
up,
Nix?
man?
Boy? And
Yes.
I was gonna have him answer, but I didn't have to wait for him to answer or ask him. There you go.
Nice.
I know he says right after the Bobby Nick came a sponsor. I know he just re-upped on my channel. Thank you. Psych Main getting the love from Two Joints. Two Joints getting love from Psych. LOL, the Bengals and the Ravens 0-2. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Fucking
man.
Psych. And the Steelers are 2-0. Always with the Steeler horseshoe up their ass, man. There we go.
That means
Oh.
Denver's 0-2.
Who
Scotty.
do you think is a better starter for the Steelers?
Where's Scotty?
Well, they've been using Fields, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They got Russell Wilson on a 1-year deal. They got Fields through a trade, I believe. And but Russell can't start or something. And Fields, but did he start this week too? Or did they start Russell?
No, I think Russell's hurt still. So yeah, Fields was the guy this week.
Well, yup, Fields Psych says. Yeah. There you go.
Fields is dangerous with his legs. Ooh,
Yeah, love Fields.
ooh.
Mhm.
He's got a good arm too.
Chuckles checks in and says UFC last night was bogus. Did you see any of it, Bone Loads?
Yeah, I watched.
Tell us about the spectacle of. So, for those that don't know, UFC, they had their first event at the Sphere, that large kind of entertainment complex in Las Vegas, where U2 kind of opened it up and were residents for a while, and it's all lit up LED inside, right, Bone Loads?
Yeah, that was interesting for sure to see that. And I'm like, are people sitting there? Is that a screen? Like, how big is this thing? How many people are there? Yeah, it was a trip, dude. Yeah, it was cool to see. For sure. Yeah. And then they all focused down at like the center of the ring. So it was a trip.
Because I've seen pictures of some concerts in there. Let's see if we can get some inside shots in here. Is that the inside? Yeah, I think this is the inside. No, actually, it's not. What's up, Andrew? Go ahead, keep talking while I look for some pictures to show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it was rough yesterday. Oh, go ahead, Andrew. Well, not rough. I mean, if you're depends on who you're a fan of.
I may have heard from a birdie that Trump almost got bulleted against.
There was a shooting nearby, or there were shots fired nearby, or something. Yeah, there's some truth to that. That they're reporting.
Oh, yeah,
shots.
something went down today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Let me show you this here.
His smile on his face. He's a Trump fan, though. I think. I don't know. Yeah.
So look
I
at
don't
this,
know.
guys. That's
It's
kind of
just
the
crazy,
ring.
right, Andrew?
That's
All
kind of the
all
ring down in there.
Oh.
But yeah, it's like so, and they did the background like this, and they had like screens on either side. What's up, man?
Party.
Party? You like that, buddy?
Right? Look at that. Party. Yeah.
So it's kind of an interesting way to see it. So yeah, that kind of happened last night. So Chuckles says it was bullshit. Let's see. It's all about how O'Malley lost, not how Merritt won. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think
I'm
about
with
that,
you on
Bone
that.
Loads?
Yeah, no, I know. both the main event, the women's fight beforehand, and the Rob and O'Malley fight, they just kind of manhandled the challenger, kind of manhandled the champion, where they just kind of just muscled them and stayed on top of them the whole fight.
Yeah.
They didn't really let them stand and trade blows, which I guess is smart
Mhm.
from if you're not trying to get punched in the face. But
Yeah.
I
I
the
saw
fans will want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw some video of a couple takedowns on the highlights that I saw from him. He just kept like charging them and taking them down,
Yeah.
grappling and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, not fun for the fans for sure, especially if you pay good money. You don't want to see guys grappling the whole time. And yeah, it was just a bummer because a lot of Sugar fans, and I'm a big Sugar fan. You guys know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't never want to see him take an L. And yeah, it's just no fun. But he'll redeem himself for sure. He'll come back.
Bobby says O'Malley looked really flat, Bone Loads. What do you think about O'Malley?
I do. I kind of see that too. Like when he was on the ground, like a few times it looked like he could have fought a little harder, maybe to try to get up, and he just looked gassed. Yeah, like he just didn't have the energy to get back to his feet some of the times. And yeah, I agree. Yeah, there was a couple times it was very like, whoa, what's going on here? Yeah, he just seemed kind of I don't know if disinterested would be the word, because he definitely wasn't. But I agree.
Just I guess flat is a good term for it.
Yeah,
then.
yeah. Some days just not your day, right? Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Bobby Nick checks in $2 and says, "Oh yeah, I forgot. He only had one ball." Talking about Andrew. That's right. That is true.
Thanks for the donation.
I only have one testicle.
That's what Bobby Nick was trying to remind us of. That was a wild show, UFC. Interesting story and chapters that evolved out of each fight, says peace out. Marshall Lake. NHL is my favorite two joints. Played hockey my whole life. So psych. Psyched up for hockey. Bobby Nick, dude. At the 100th Meridian, checking in. Bobby Man from Two Joints. Chuckle says it's all about, how O'Malley lost. We got that one. UFC Noche was killer good, says Two Joints. So Two Joints is checking in.
Oh, some people, he was digging it, yeah.
The fights were average, but the venue was cool as they evolved. That's cool. And so, I guess it's interesting for I guess being a fight fan, I guess that's part of it if you're impressed by the venue. I mean, they put on a little more spectacle on it, but I was reading a story about, kind of Dana taking heat for trying to pull all of this off and pull off the impossible or whatever, more or less,
So, I hear now that they have ownership group
of
the WWE
yes
and UFC are all in one.
Yes.
I hear they're trying to get a performance center in Vegas.
Well, that would make sense. That would seem a natural step in their evolution, Andrew. Yeah.
Half the WWE would get arrested.
Yeah.
Well, but out in Vegas. Crazy people being around crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Either that or somewhere else.
That would be cool, though.
You bring up a good point as far as the future of the sport, because I think Dana did this because, some people were criticizing, saying a lot of these events would be kind of coming repetitive. It was kind of like, going to a venue, set up some fights, have some fights and all. So what do you think the future is for like UFC? They're going to have to do stuff like this, or is the Performance Center going to make them better, Andrew? What do you think, buddy?
And, yes. And what did Bobby, get your ass up here.
Yeah, he's got the link.
Right? Send Bobby Nick the link.
You gotta get Bobby link for a sports show. He's our Oh, you said Bybee. Oh, he's saying Bybee. I thought he was saying Bobby Nick.
Instead of bite me.
I thought he was saying Bobby Nick.
Because he's a UFC official.
Show me the number.
Chuckle said Sean took the fight for granted, so you don't think he trained up for it? He thought he had it like that? Oh, let me see. It does say that he says, Two Joints says Merab owned Sugar for 5 rounds. Two Joints says 5 rounds.
He got him at the end. No, Sugar busted him up a couple times. He was bleeding He got his ear and his eye. Yeah, so he busted him up pretty good. I can't remember if it was the 4th or 5th round, but yeah, he got some good shots in for sure.
I've been an Andrew fan for a while now. Cool to be on the show. Hell yeah. Come on, man. Chuckles. That's cool. Good to have you in here, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Marshall's Outdoors checking us. Love you guys. We love you too, man. Checking in on a Sunday night. Thank you, bro. Just hanging
Got
out.
fish?
Talking about some sports and that.
Sketch.
He did this because the MGM sold the date to boxing. Yeah,
Oh.
he did. But he did also admit that he's kind of looking for ways to kind of, take the UFC to the next
Yeah.
level, like Andrew said, because they're all part of that wholly owned company, with the WWE and all. So
Group.
And the
What is it?
entertainment sells tickets, Connor, that guy, was an entertainer when he, especially, when he was at his height.
mhm,
So yeah, that sells tickets, man.
yeah. What's up?
Def Rebel is no longer with WWE.
Let's check that out. You want to get into a wrestling story that you put in here. I'm
Yes.
not familiar with Def Rebel because I'm out the WWE loop right now, Andrew, but tell us for yourself and all the WWE fans that might be watching us, tell everybody about, talk a little WWE you want to talk about. There are rumblings that Def Rebel's contract with WWE will not be renewed upon expiration. What do you think, buddy?
They produce music and all the theme songs for them.
Yeah. What do you think about
that's on a wrestler? Wait, what? Sorry to interrupt.
All the theme songs
Mhm.
they do.
Okay, so Def Rebel does all the music, and so they're not going to keep letting them. They're not going to work with that company moving forward.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought that was a wrestler.
me too. I'm right there with you, Bone Loads. I'm right there with you because I'm at a WWE thing lately. But I know that some of these wrestling companies they use AEW uses that guy Ruckus, and he's pretty good. Andrew, what do you think about Matt Riddle? I know you were a fan of Matt Riddle because he was teamed up with Randy Orton. And what do you think about AEW not even touching Matt Riddle right now?
I agree.
You agree? He's still kind of out of it, isn't he, buddy?
He
I
has
think.
a drug problem.
Yeah, I think Matt Riddle is kind of messed up right now, and I think that's why Tony Khan ain't really messing with him. Yep. I agree, buddy. So yeah, we'll have to see. There's a lot of different ways. Look, you got AI now, Andrew. Unfortunately, that AI can make some probably killer wrestling music. You go make me a wrestling kind of theme, right? Bone Loads, and AI can probably make some shit. So they don't have to have these exclusive deals maybe with these kind of people anymore. Looking for a way to not pay the fighters by any means necessary. So yeah, I don't know as far as what the purses were for the belts and everything, but I did, and that was another criticism that Dana was taking Bone Loads, was that they're saying he was dumping this money in production and making this kind of UFC fit in that building and all, and he was kind of getting criticized for that as well, and maybe not as much money going to the fighters.
Oh, it never has been with him. He's notoriously cheap when it comes to paying his fighters. It's sad, actually. It's we can go on all day. Yeah, not a fan of him when it comes to the fighter pay. That's for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, fan of what he's done to the sport, of course. Yeah, but not when it comes to fighter pay. I've always thought he's been stingy.
And you got a baseball update up there, buddy?
Jackson Churio, came up with the
that's your boy.
He's a Milwaukee Brewer, right, Andrew?
He just untied the game with the bases clearing triple.
Nice, buddy.
What does that mean? Take the lead?
Yep.
I'm just messing up. Untied the game.
Untied the game or clearing the bases. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you don't hear that very often. Yeah.
They intentionally walked Bert Terang to face Jackson Churio first pitch. Oh.
Hiya. That kid is a real deal. He started off bad too,
Horrible.
right?
But for the first month, he was batting like 100.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think they were talking about almost bringing him. They were going to bring him, send him down. But he turned it around. What isn't he batting like 4 something since the All-Star break or something crazy? Or you were saying, or
370.
yeah.
Let me put up.
And now he's
let me
up
put
to
up-
like he's up there. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Cool.
BF, my bad.
That's all right, buddy. I'm gonna put up that graphic since you're talking about Jackson Churios. I think Andrew sent me one. Tell everybody a little bit more about him, Andrew. Jackson Churios is the youngest player in MLB history to record a 2020 season. So what is that? 20 runs, 20 total bases? What is that?
Probably 20 homers, 20 steals.
20 homers, 20 steals.
There you
And
go.
he hit another one today. He's got 21 homers and 20 steals right now.
Wow. So Jackson 20. Wow. 2020. And how old is
he's
he?
like 20. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say.
yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm seeing 20. I'm like, if he's 20, this would be some trippy shit right here. 20 women in 20 nights. Dude's a stud. Yeah.
Yes. We're on the same page right there, BF. Yeah. How old is he though? He might even be younger. He might be like 19 or something.
He's 20.
Okay. Wow. 20.
Andrew rocking an extra tremendous mohawk. Yeah.
A lot of people like it.
Yeah, I know. You got those a couple of those mohawks since I've known you, buddy. Who did that one for you?
We have 1 or 2 people that come in and do haircuts for us.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Chuckles asks Andrew, why won't Ric Flair go away? Geez Louise, why won't Ric Flair go away?
You. How old is the dude?
70. I lost track. About 70. I lost track, Andrew. Yep.
He's almost 80, I thought.
Probably is 77, 78. Yep. White is the Howard Stern of cheapness. Oh, Dana White is the Howard Stern of cheapness, paying people.
That's funny. When he said that, I thought of Howard when I'm like, he's notoriously cheap for like paying his employees.
There you go. Thinking the same way as Jerry.
Really?
Let's see.
Really? I didn't know that.
How about Paul Skeens? Broke a bunch of records, including some Nolan Ryan ones.
Paul Skeens. He is. Why didn't they have him start the season? That pissed me off.
Just kidding, Howard, if you're watching. I didn't really mean that.
That like pissed me off.
Yeah.
If he was that good, why leave him in the minor leagues for that long?
Yeah, I don't know. That was your criticism about Jackson Holiday.
Yeah.
He finally came up, Andrew. He's doing a little bit now. Hey, did you watch were you watching the Orioles and the Tigers the other night? You know, there was almost a no-hit. There was almost a perfect game. Look, he's like, always get that smile because it's got to be against my team, right? So what was it? The Orioles against the Detroit Tigers, right?
They almost got no hit.
Yep. We almost got perfect game. Like no one even reached base even by a walk or anything, Andrew. And then finally we drew a walk like in the 8th inning, I think. And then with 2 outs in the 9th inning, Gunnar Henderson kind of changed it and took the no-hit bid away with 2 outs. I mean, almost the very last moment that happened. So let's see. I don't know how much I hope.
Henderson, fair ball.
Yeah, that was with 2 outs. So that was cool.
No way. Ninth inning, 2 outs.
9th inning, 2 outs.
Oh, that gotta feel great to break that up. You know, you're like, you did it.
Let's see what else I got here. All right, so Andrew, we started a show talking about football, and I was watching the game the other night when it was the Bills and the Dolphins, and and Dolphins were rocking like the old kind of Merino era uniforms, the kind of aqua uniforms, Bone Loads. Did you see any of that game? Tua and all that?
Yeah.
Tua needs to just go.
Yeah, Tua Tagovailoa. So tell everybody what happened the other night in that game, Andrew.
Damar Hamlin something was hit around his neck and he went down.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about this. I'll show the play, and then I'm going to show the clip that you also submitted, Andrew, about the comment that followed this. But let me play the clip first, buddy, and let's do it as an order. But here comes the clip. This is Tua and Bone Loads. You know, what's so sad about this, buddy, is that quarterbacks are taught, you don't take hits, and if you run, you slide, right? You never go head first. And so here's a guy that had three concussions, I believe, last year, and was really struggling. Go ahead, Andrew.
2022.
Is it 2022?
Missed like 8 games due to
to concussions and being in the protocol, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
A lot in a little time, huh? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's watch this. So he should have protected himself. He should have slid. He should have never done what he done. So this isn't even due to a blatant play. This is just, I think, careless play on his part. Let's watch this clip when he kind of gets his own self a concussion. Boom. And look what he does. And then I knew it right away. The hand. Did you see the gripping of the hand, Bone Loads?
Yeah.
I remember when Joe Flacco got a concussion when he got his, and there's something about when the guys get concussion, your brain does something and you do the hand clench. Let's watch it again, but he runs and then
I think when he got hit by Kiko Alonso, huh?
And then watch, he does look at his hand.
Should have slid, man. He went looking for contact. He totally didn't have to.
So now yet another major concussion. So Andrew, right? So you mentioned real briefly, that the person that he ran into. Tell everybody who that was, buddy, and why they should know who that guy is.
I am so happy for this man.
So he's a Buffalo Bill. Tell everybody the guy's name.
I want to give a shout out to the wonderful Buffalo Bills staff on that day. Because of that, this man is alive and with us today.
Andrew's talking about Damar Hamlin, and people might, if you don't know his name, he was the safety that famously brought a game to an end. Damar Hamlin, he was a safety that took a hit, and in such a way that it kind of instantly paralyzed him, and no one really knew his future. It was thought that he might be paralyzed forever, but he's recovered, and he's since come back. So he's kind of went through this kind of
attack. His heart stopped.
The heart stopped because he got hit in the chest, right? Okay, that was the one, right?
Cardiac arrest, I think, right?
The cardiac.
Is that the same thing as a cardiac or a heart attack? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
Right. All right. So here's the video right here. So the guy that Tua runs into was Damar Hamlin. And so, Andrew, Al Michaels, I'll run this comment because Al Michaels comments about this. He lets us know.
Routine play, too. It wasn't a bad hit or anything, Routine tackle. Look, using his arms.
With a concussion. They were able to determine that just 6 minutes after he left the field and went into the locker room.
Yeah. Little irony there. He got hit by Damar Hamlin, who, that history.
Yeah.
He's facing backlash for that.
Right. And so that was the article you submitted, said that should have wasn't really necessary for Al Michaels to make the connection between Damar Hamlin getting hit and kind of being paralyzed and almost losing his life at a game and what happened to Tua here, Andrew.
The good thing for the Dolphins now is they get a mini.
I don't think really
have a game for 10
days.
I don't know. What do you think, Bono? I don't think anything's really going to come of it, though. I mean, it's
No,
it's
no,
not
I
the-
don't think it was like, yeah, I don't think there was like inappropriate or malicious. It was just really kind of like a wow, interesting,
Diamondbacks is gonna
maybe,
win.
you know, like, or just a weird coincidence, you know, is worth mentioning, I feel. Yeah.
Andrew, going back to when you were talking about the pitcher, Paul Skeens, he Psych agrees with you. He don't know why they didn't start him either. Been a Pirates fan my whole life, and they make the worst decisions, says our friend Psych. Jared Haynes says, Howard should have hired me after the success of Private Parts movie. 93, 95 ghostwriting. Jerry's doing his thing. Donna G checks in again all the time. Oh, hey, Bobby Fran. I know absolutely nothing about sports. Just wanted to hit like and say hello. Thank you. Thanks, Donna G. Whoop. Let me play that for you.
Well,
hey guys, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Brewers are gonna lose this one.
Brewers are going to lose that when you give me the update. Well, that's funny, Donna G. Well, if you just want to just hang out with some friends, a lot of people in our chat might not know a whole lot about sports, but we try to fill in the blanks and educate too as we go along. With this, concussions are scary, says Jerry Lehane. People's arms lock up. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, when they get that concussion thing. Yeah. There are better ways to teach than to become a cautionary tale. Wow. Good point. Very, very point. Good point there, Bezos.
Wow.
Ryan Shazier, yeah, was paralyzed and has since recovered-ish, but that dude was a beast, man, right? At Bone Loads, that dude was mauling guys, linebacker for the
Great
Pittsburgh
player,
Steelers, and then he hit somebody the wrong way, and then all of a sudden, he wasn't not doing so good. He's lucky to be walking on any level, I think, Psych, whether playing or not.
Thank goodness for his recovery. Yeah. Big inspirational for sure, yeah, because I think any normal person probably would still be in a wheelchair, to put it lightly. Yeah. Just goes to show how tough he was, you know. Yeah.
Jerry Lehane says, this is why parents take their kids out of football and prefer soccer. So that less impact sports there, Andrew. Yep. All right.
I don't think they're like almost doing away with those like peewee leagues where they hit each other now. Like it's like all flag football, I think.
Yeah, they're really NFL is really pushing even on their broadcast the flag football thing now for the kids. Bonus. I think they're really hoping that flag football is the thing that kind of ties kids or makes them interested in the NFL. Yeah, you're seeing a lot more of it at the halftime shows. You know, where they want the kids to play and having more national competitions for it. So, yep. Very good. So, we already talked about Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be out for like 4 weeks or so.
Oh, man.
Talked about Jordan Love.
Kills you if you're a fantasy owner.
It is tied 10-10 now.
10-10. I don't usually draft guys.
Who are the Brewers playing? I'm sorry.
No, my bad.
Andrew, you put in this is a story about an Oriole broadcaster and his mother, bro. Do you remember putting this story in throughout the first pitch at the Oriole game?
Yes.
You want to tell some people about it before I play it?
Wasn't she I forgot
I'll play it. Yeah, you're right. It has been a minute since we put stuff in the hopper, buddy. So I'll play it for you to refresh your memory. Yes, this is about an Oriole broadcaster, Rob Long, and his mother has ALS, and so I think, Andrew, you put this thing because you were inspired because they kind of let her come out and throw out the first pitch for an Oriole game. So I'll play this for you right now. Here we go.
Earlier this year, she was diagnosed with ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. And together, they spread awareness as she courageously fights this disease. Please give a warm Oriole Park welcome to Charlie Ballard and Rob Long. He is accompanied by his Aunt Karen Graham and Meg Whiteford from Hopkins Packard Center. Okay, Charlie and Rob, whenever you're ready, it's your pitches.
Charlie, Big Ben, she is as tough as it gets.
So that was nice of him, Andrew. Huh? You like that video, buddy? You sent that to me.
Provided, and as guys who are friends of Rob's and have watched him handle this, he's done so with grace and so much care for his mom.
This is so hard. I can relate in some ways with my dad who passed in January. This is hard. This is life, though. It's not always peachy. And Rob is
Rob,
such
you
a
ain't
big
the
supporter.
power
He
chair?
talks
Come
about
on,
his
bro.
mom all the time. His mom loves Oriole baseball. And
So that's a nice story,
I think
Andrew.
spend this moment
Thanks for sharing
together.
that,
Threw a nice
buddy.
knuckleball right there.
That's nice, buddy.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Two Joint says, growing up as a kid, I never wanted to play in the CFL. And Two Joints also has a question for you, Andrew. Andrew, is Robin Yount the greatest brewer ever, brother? Greatest brewer ever, brother?
One of
You got another one on top of your mind?
Ben Sheets.
Uh-oh.
I know you mentioned a certain Cecil Fielder the other day. Who's a big on your list?
Prince.
Prince, my bad. I said Cecil. You know what I meant
Fielder.
to.
Yeah, that's neat. Cecil, I would say Cecil too.
I met the dude.
So a little favoritism. Okay.
Okay. Hell yeah, says Chuckles. Damn, that's touching, says Two Joints. That's Andrew threw that in there. What's up, Andrew? What you got to say, buddy?
They did not put their closer in for the game.
Still 10-10, the game you're watching?
They lost.
Oh, they lost? Done? All right. I missed that.
But the Brewers did not put their closer in.
Huh. Interesting. Well, so that means they saved him for another day, basically, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So right. So if you know you're losing a game, why put your closer in when you might need his arms the next day?
We were winning.
Oh.
10-8.
All right.
We refused to put it.
Oh, okay. So they tried to roll without using the bullpen, huh?
I was about ready to scream at the TV. Why are
Two Joy says Prince
putting him in?
Whoa. Breaking news. Frankie McDonald spotted near Mar-a-Lago golf course. Not true. I repeat, not true. That was not me. That made another attempt on President Trump's life. That was not me. That was videographed. Software that costs $500 Canadian. How you doing, Sean Riggle? What's up tonight, buddy? Not true. I sold Ben Sheets ground beef when I was younger. I didn't know who he was, LOL. My coworker told you, really? My coworker. Cool. There you go. Let's see. We got a couple more stories, Andrew. Andrew, and a lot of stories happened since the last time we got together, brother. But I know one of the big stories was that unfortunate story of that those hockey players, those brothers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll put that up.
One of the most heartbreaking stories in sports I've seen in a long time.
Tell everybody who don't really know about it, or maybe didn't, don't remember from a week or so ago. Tell everybody about this story, buddy.
He played in the Stanley Cup not too long ago.
Yeah. NHL player Johnny Gaudreau and his brother killed when their bicycle was hit by a car. So my understanding, Andrew, is they were in town for their sister's wedding, and they were just out for a drive as brothers, and this drunk driver came behind them and basically killed both of them. Yeah. So he played for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Like you said, he was in the Stanley Cup. But it does say NHL player Johnny Gaudreau and his younger brother were killed on the eve of their sister's wedding when they were hit by a suspected drunken driver while riding bicycles in their home state of New Jersey, police said Friday. So that was a couple Fridays ago, Andrew. And then, since then, buddy, the even sadder part of this is that the wife, I believe, said at the funeral, Andrew, that she was expecting another child. They were expecting another child. Yep. Imagine Secret Service getting that confession from Frankie Donald. It wasn't me, not true. I repeat, not true.
Yeah, can you imagine that interrogation room?
I
don't know who's saying these things, but it's not true.
I repeat, not true. Johnny Hockey was so good too, says our friend Syke, checking in about that unfortunate thing. Longtime Calgary Flame, says Two Joints. So, yeah, that's a kind of a story that we kind of had out there when we were trying to put together the show last week. So we
the entire sport, not just hockey, but the entire sports world is like in shambles over this.
I did. You know, I must say he wasn't one bigger name that I've known in hockey, Andrew. But the day that it happened, the outpouring on social media, I got my attention right away, and the fact that it was him and his brother, it was a tragic story, obviously.
Very touching, though.
Tragic story, yeah, yep.
Very.
And Andrew, you had me. I guess we'll share this, and like I said, we'll clear this off the page if we have to after the fact. But tell me, you asked me about this pre-show, about this story about a team, Wisconsin freshman, a college football team. Tell everybody what you want to show about this story.
This was a very touching story. I hope the YouTube gods are nice to me.
Okay.
But
same.
This kid is a freshman, I believe, and his father was his biggest influence.
Wow.
He was at every game. Every big Wisconsin Badger fan was the influence of why he committed to Wisconsin. And then his dad went hunting one day and then died of a massive heart attack.
Wow. Oh wow, Andrew. So this let me get you off the solo here, and I'll share what we're going to share here, brother. I'll read the caption here, and I'm going to play this video. It's a longer video, buddy, but you tell me when to stop, or I'll play the whole thing if that's what you want to do. But this is what Andrew was talking about. I'll read the caption real quick on the tweet. It says Derek Jensen's rendition of the John Legend went viral, but it meant so much more than that to the Wisconsin freshman. Still grieving the sudden loss of his dad, Jensen experienced that endearing moment of love, support, and brotherhood that comes with being part of a team. So I'm going to run this for you right now.
We're on Slowly Rumble right now.
Well, we'll clean it up. We'll take it off in post-production after the fact. Chuckles checks in and says, "Is Andrew in Wisconsin?"
Yes.
There you go. Yes, Andrew. Yep. All right. So let's play this for you now. Yeah, he's a Green Bay fan, a Brewers fan, and he's a Patriots fan because that's the way his granddaddy raised him. All right, here we go, Andrew. Here's your video, buddy. I'll let this roll.
Next up for the up.
Derek Jensen. During camp, when the days are getting long, morale might be dipping a little bit, we'll have like the freshman karaoke, it's called. And you get to pick your song, and you just got to sing in front of the whole team.
Like many offensive linemen, 19-year-old Wisconsin freshman Derek Jensen says he doesn't like the spotlight. But sometimes when it shines, it reveals some beautiful things.
Falls in our family have always been for football. I was a team photographer for 7 years, and his dad, Jack, was a coach when Derek was little.
I think it was just a way for him to get closer to the game. You know, he really liked coming to the games. He was always there.
Derek was a two-time All-State offensive lineman in Wisconsin. And when it was time to pick the place he would continue his football journey, his father was all in on one program.
He loved the Badgers when I committed. I just knew it was the right choice to make.
I thought it would be our time to finally have grown children who were doing their own thing, and that Jack and I could really sit back and enjoy. Yeah, that's what I was looking forward to.
On February 10th, 2024, Jack was hunting alone, about an hour and a half north of the Jensen's Wisconsin home. When he didn't return after dark and wasn't answering his phone, Derek's mom Hillary and his older brother Aiden went looking for him.
He had finished his hunt, and he had packed up all his gear. And he hadn't even shut the door on his truck. And we basically found him by the ping on his phone. Just gone. Just gone.
My mom and my brother woke me up. They were just crying, and they just like tried to hug me. And it was just, I don't know. It doesn't really feel real when it first happens. That's kind of how I describe it.
Jack Jensen died of a suspected heart attack at the age of 54. A few months later, Derek made his way to Madison to begin his college football career.
When you lose someone that's such a big fixture in your lives, I don't even think we realized right away what a hole he had left.
It's difficult in ways that I didn't really expect.
I feel this.
He was that rock in
All
your
right.
life that will always keep you on the right path.
Okay.
And I think that's the worst part of grief. You feel kind of stuck.
On August 6th, he just happened to call. He was talking about how camp was tough, but the most concerning part, I guess, to me was the fact that Derek said that he could not stop thinking about his dad. And that was the week of Jack's 6-month anniversary of his passing.
I was just like almost counting down the days in a way. And it kind of like spiraled in a way that like that date was like all I was thinking of.
Derek Jensen.
That night, as the Badgers gathered for freshman karaoke, Derek found himself standing alone
So
front
he's got all this stuff happening all at the same time, huh?
of his new teammates.
Right.
I honestly just felt like that was
Yeah,
the
we're gonna roll
song
with it,
I
Andrew.
knew the words to best. And I do really like John Legend's music. Super nervous, yeah.
I hear the song, I was like, oh, that's a bold song choice.
So I just kind of wanted to give him some words of encouragement, tell him to lock in.
They're all singing with him.
Everyone was shocked. I mean, he rocked it.
Once he got warmed up, he went absolutely crazy. The guys were loving it. My heart was hurting for him when I found out, because obviously I have a father. I know how much he means to me, so I can only imagine what Derek was actually going through.
Yeah, there's a parent that
You never know what people are going through. You never know what's on people's plate.
After that moment, you've seen a weight lifted off his shoulders. When a group like that embraces you, I think it's really, really powerful for young guys.
It's really reassuring to see a bunch of young men like that who are just truly supporting. That says a lot to me.
You just know somebody next to you is always got your back. And I think that's really what makes football special, because you're going through it together.
There you go, Andrew. You want to make everybody cry tonight, son of a bitch. There you go, Andrew. Hey, Andrew. Let's help make somebody else's day, buddy. We got on your channel, One Loser's checking in. You know, come on, you're number one. Can I have a shout out, please? I'm sick. Well, come on, One Loser.
Hey.
One Losers. Get a shout out from Andrew right here. We want you to feel better, man. Come on.
It's okay. We're here to make your day.
Boom. There you go, One Loser. You get the shout out love from our boy Andrew, checking in from the Andrew the Giant channel. That was a touching story, Andrew, and you said at one point that you felt that story. Like what? Tell everybody if you want to share about that.
Well, I lost my granddad.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, so kind of reminded you of that. Well, that was a touching story, Andrew. I'm glad you put that in there, buddy. Share some good stuff here.
I didn't know if a channel will get.
I thought Bone Loads was putting stuff in. It's your cat tail. There you go. How's the kitty cats doing, man? They used to run all over your gear and kind of like doing all kind of stuff. They, you know.
They're good. Everyone's good.
Good. Hey, now, can you do you still do, you remember your, how you do your balloons and all that stuff? Does that still work?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
a different camera? Is that it? Does it work? Oh, shit. We're bringing all the special effects back. Everything you love about the sports heads. Kitty cats, special effects from Bone Loads, new friends in the chat. Hey, Andrew, we got a couple, maybe one. Oh, look, you go, look at this. Yeah. Ooh, he got the laser beam. That's cool, brother. There we go. All the special effects are back, buddy. All right, Andrew, we got like one more wrestling story. This might be our last story here I got in the hopper, buddy. Tell everybody about WWE Raw. You're the big wrestling guy. Tell everybody tell them the story and why it's important or whatever. What's the change?
Raw's going back to 2 hours, everybody.
2 hours. It had been 3 for the longest time, right?
Because they're moving to Netflix at the end of the year.
So they're going to 2 hours. They're going to Netflix. So lots of changes ever since Vince is not in charge of the company anymore. Andrew, you think so?
Yes.
What are your thoughts so far since Vince is no longer in charge and you're seeing this Netflix stuff and Raw 2 hours and all that stuff? What do you think, buddy?
Much better product.
Yeah, you're liking the product lately. You're liking WWE. You're excited about it again.
What I don't like though, censoring the crowd. I know they're trying to still have the PG thing.
Right.
But there's something about when you hear the crowd chant, holy shit, holy shit.
Yeah, some of that, and Andrew, they can't, during them live shows, they can't edit that stuff out. You hear that stuff coming through. One Losers, they want you to feel good and come back to their various shows. So you're One Losers, they want you. Okay. Oh, yeah. They want you to feel good, yep, and come back to their various shows. So you're on the team. That's right. Jerry knows how it works. Jerry knows how it works. He's been a great bro of ours, hanging out in all of our shows for a long time, ever since me and Andrew been doing stuff together. And Bone Loads. There you go, boys. Let's see. I think that literally is the bottom of the hopper there, boys. I'll scrape the hopper one more time. We did the Def Rebel. We covered the UFC. Yep.
Need to do that. Whoopsies.
So, Andrew, what do you think about Sports Heads being back, bro? It's great being back with you, man. What are you checking into?
It's good being back.
Good being back. Doing Sports Heads. What do you think about trying to do this when we do this again on like this time, like on a Sunday night at like 7? What do you think, buddy? We gotta check with Bone Loads too. Let's get Bone Loads in on this. What do you think, buddy? This is a good time, maybe? We'll try this once in a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
This time, yeah.
Back to the games, the morning games and afternoon games. So it's a great time. I agree. I'm into it. Yeah, I'm in.
Is that MB checking in or M8? MB, I don't have my glasses on. From Andrew's channel saying, hey, y'all, new show, kids, question mark. Kind of a new old show. A show brought back to life, brought back from the dead, Sports Heads. Me and Andrew and Bone Loads started this show probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago after we were doing what's that?
Next week. Every 2 weeks.
Or something like that. Yeah, we'll see. If we're not next week, every 2 weeks, yeah, we'll have to talk about it and see how this one goes, buddy. But I've been having fun, man. This is a good time. And thanks, buddy, because I know Andrew and the boys, they might not really want to put it in hiatus, but they've been pretty cool about it because I've been trying to do my show every day, BF Live, Monday through Friday on my channel, on my BF Live channel on YouTube. I do that 12 o'clock East, so I'm trying to hold down the middays, but I always said that I always loved doing this show at you guys, and I was going to bring it back. It was never fully dead. Just had to take a little break with it. Sports Heads, Bones Up from the Sports Heads. All right. Wow.
Yeah.
New to me, but sweet sauce. All right. Thanks for checking in, MB. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, man. And that's kind of my fault that it's new to you because me and Andrew and the boys, we did this for the longest time before Andrew had no filter or anything.
I forgot to promote it today.
That's okay, buddy. That's okay. Look, we've been trying to get this together, and we kind of put it together last minute. So we'll try to do a better job of promoting the next one we do. So we'll get a bigger crowd in here, and there'll be a lot more advance notice, and we'll have a lot more fun, right? All right.
Yes.
How about you, Bone Loads? Any last things you'd like to say, buddy? Good
No,
checking in with you again.
No, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad we're doing this again. It's so much fun. I'm glad to be shooting the shit and talking sports with you guys. So yeah,
Thank
can't
you,
wait
man.
to do it again. Yeah.
I think I felt like riding a bike, fellas. What do you think, Andrew? Like riding a bike?
Riding a bike, like we never left.
Like I never left. That's right. Riding a bike and we never left. You're not wrong. Just like Tamma would say. Never left. There we go. That's cool, buddy. Let me see. Oh, there's the bike ride. Let's check in with some of these. We got Matt. He said the sports heads are bones up for the sports heads. Thank you. All right, we got that. My sister Kathy says we all need to share out and advertise this. Yeah, we're about to pull this train into the station, but it's been fun catching up with you tonight on a Sunday night, a special kind of surprise sports heads kind of thing here. We'll kind of give you more advanced notice the next time we do this, but it's great being back with my boys Andrew and Bone Loads and all of you in the chat, man. Everybody excited to see it back. So what do you say, boys? You want to pull this train to the station, Andrew? Any last words, buddy? How about your plugs, man? Want to tell everybody where they can find you next?
My plugs. Andrew the Giant 96, my solo channel, and No Filter Andrew and Friends. And also, I blew up on Instagram. I'm nearly 44,000 followers on Instagram. Weezy95 is my Instagram.
I have your Instagram here, but I got these two, Andrew. Well, there you go, buddy. So, yeah, so No Filter with Andrew and Friends or Andrew the Giant 96. You see it right there. Andrew is the media star.
Also, Twitter.
Yes.
Andrew 401.
Mm-hmm. Nice to have that. Let me see. I got the Human Sports ticker. We forgot to tell everybody that's what Andrew is. What's one of the reasons we start doing this is because we would sit there doing shows and Andrew will be spitting out sports facts in the middle of the other shows that we were trying to do. And we said, Andrew is the Human Sports ticker. Sports tickers get their news from Andrew the Giant right here. So that's how he got that name, y'all.
Yes.
So there you go. All right. All right, boys. Well, I think we're going to pull this train to the station. It's been a lot of fun. Happy Sunday night, everybody. The next time you can see me is tomorrow at 12 noon East on my BF Live channel on YouTube and Rumble and my Facebook too, BF Live. It's kind of a show where I do in the afternoon where it's fun segments and bits and a chat family all hang out in the afternoon. So join me for that if you can. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody, tonight. 44K, holy shit, says Jerry Lane. Yeah, what do you got, buddy? Tell everybody your subscriber count. You always like to brag on Andrew the Giant, buddy.
My subscriber count on YouTube, though, is 28,700.
28.7. That's not bad for Andrew. That's not bad for Andrew the Giant, man. The Human Sports ticker right here. Let's see, we'll take that down. But yeah, 40-some K. So Andrew's blowing up all over the place, whether it be Instagram, YouTube, all over the place. Andrew handles all the social media. Great being back with Bone Loads, our West Coast correspondent, my bro Andrew, and all of you in the chat family. So for all these guys, I'm going to say peace and love to you. Good night. We're out again. Until next time, till we see you again. Maybe next Sunday right here on the Sports Head. So look in the social media. We'll try to get it out a little sooner in advance. But thanks for joining us tonight. And Sports Heads lives. Sports Heads out, Andrew. We're out, buddy. Sports Heads out.
Sports Heads lives.
Yeah,
did I forget to mention
Guess we're not leaving.
Sunday night games?
Okay, let's talk about the Sunday night games. What's coming on real quick? You're talking about the football game tonight. What's coming on tonight?
The Texans, a bit of a super team they're assembling. They got Diggs and Mixon.
CJ Stroud throwing to them guys. Yes.
They're playing right now against the Bears.
The Bears.
Who you got winning? How do you think Caleb Williams will do?
I think he'll do good, but I think he's a rookie. I think Stroud has He was excelled as a rookie, and now he's got under his second year bone loads. So he's almost like the veteran at this point.
Yeah.
Only 1 year difference, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I think both, superstar potential and but yeah, Stroud, he's got that extra year under his belt, and they're kind of seem to be on their way. So I think it'll be a good game. But I like the
and like he says,
yeah,
they got Stephon Diggs now, so that's a great target to have too. So that'd be the that's the game coming on now. I'll go check some of that out after this. Andrew, how about you, buddy?
And how many games do you think Texans will win?
Texans, I think, are going to be 10+ games this year, with Stroud having his second year under his belt.
14.
14?
Ooh,
I'm thinking 12.
Yeah, I'm with you, DF. I'm like 10, 11. Yeah.
Yeah, 12, somewhere around there. I think he'll do
good. They're going to win tonight. There ain't no way the hell.
We'll check it out. And maybe we'll talk about it here next Sunday here on the Sports Heads. Andrew, what do you think, buddy?
Yep.
All right. Well, MB checks in and says, night all. Looking forward to your next show. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We Bears. There you go. Okay, so he's repping his team. So have fun watching that game. Watch the Texans and the Bears. I'm going to go check some of that out as I prepare for my show tomorrow. But for now, we're going to say goodbye. And yeah, this was a lot of fun, guys. So if this time works out good for everybody, it might work out good every week like this. So maybe you'll see us next week right here on the Sports Heads on Andrew the Giant channel or on BF Live. So for Bone Loads and Andrew and myself, BF Bobby Fran, good night. Have a great rest of your Sunday night and have a great week coming up, y'all. But we're out of here for tonight. This was great hanging out with y'all. Peace.
Night, everyone.